I smell this, man. It's chronic.
Hey boys, what are you up to?
Just chilling.
What you got in the bag there, mate?
Nothing.
Mate, your eyes are all red and I just saw you put something in that bag.
So?
All right, my name's Constable Miles from Northern Districts Police. I have reasonable suspicion that you have illegal drugs on you because I just saw them in your hand and I saw you put it in the bag.
Well, that's just what you think, eh?
I'm asking for your cooperation, so can you please stand up so I can search you?
You can't touch us. We've got rights.
What's your name?
None of your business.
What's your name, mate?
Mickey Mouse. You don't have to tell him anything.
Do you have ID on you, mate?
Yeah. Don't show him anything. This is harassment.
What's in that bag?
Nothing.
Hand me the bag.
No.
Now, is there anything in this bag that is going to spike? Any sharps, any
No.
syringes, anything like that?
No.
Is there anything else illegal in here that you'd like to tell me about?
No.
Sure?
Mm-hmm.
What about this?
I don't know.
Is it yours?
I'm not saying anything.
All right, you're both under arrest for possession of prohibited drug. I'm going to walk up to the station. Station's up this way. Stand up, let's go.
I'm not going anywhere.
Mate, stand up and let's go.
I'm not going anywhere.
Stand up.
Don't make it worse.
Against the wall, mate. Now you're under arrest for assault and resist.
We've got rights.
Knowing your legal rights can help, but it's not enough. You need to think smart too. Getting tangled up in the system, the cops, courts and criminal justice system, is a losing game. So wise up. What you do now and at each step of the way can make all the difference to how things go down.
I'm asking for your cooperation, so can you please stand up so I can search you?
You can't touch us. We've got rights.
There are times when the police do have the power to stop you and to search you. One of those times is if they have reasonable suspicion that you have drugs in your possession.
What's your name?
Mickey Mouse. You don't have to tell him anything.
If you're ever in trouble with the police, you have the right to silence. This means that you do not have to answer the police questions.
What's your name, mate?
Cody Skinner. In most situations, you don't have to tell the police your name or address if you don't want to. But usually, it will help things get sorted much more quickly if you do.
Do you have any ID, Cody? All right, you're both under arrest for possession of prohibited drug. All right, I'm just going to walk you up to the station. It's just up the road. Let's go.
What station are you from?
Northern Districts Local Area Command.
You can ask for the officer's name and what station they're from. This can sometimes be useful when you're telling someone later or want to make a complaint.
I won't be saying anything till I speak with the lawyer.
Yeah, that's fine. We can call one when we get to the station. Come on, mate, let's go.
Not going anywhere.
Mate, stand up and let's go.
Not going anywhere.
Stand up.
Don't make it worse.
Against the wall, mate. Now you're under arrest for assault and resist.
Remember, think smart. Don't make things worse by getting aggressive.
Just in the middle cell, mate. Mate, I need a support person for you. Who do you want us to call?
Nobody.
What about Mum or Dad?
Nope.
We need to contact somebody for you, mate.
If you are under 18, you have to have a support person who is an adult with you.
Hi, is it okay if I come in and sit down?
Sure.
Thanks. My name's Julianne. I'm going to be your support person today.
The police will phone someone for you. You can give them a name and a number of someone you know.
Has anyone told you yet what's going to happen next? Somebody's going to call the hotline for you, the Legal Aid Youth hotline. You get to talk to a lawyer.
Yeah, he's eligible for a caution, yeah.
You should always take the opportunity to speak with a lawyer before choosing whether to talk to the police or not. There is a legal hotline for young people. You can get a better understanding about whether or not you should talk to the police. It will depend on how much trouble you've been in before and why you've been arrested this time around.
So the police say they've arrested you because they've searched you and they've found what they think is cannabis in your pocket.
Now, I've spoken to the police.
Yeah.
And they're proposing to give you a caution. Now, a caution is a formal warning and it's used to keep young people away from the court. If you don't want the caution, you can go to court and argue your case in front of the magistrate. My advice would be that you should take the caution.
But it is your decision, Corey.
Yep, fine. Cool, thanks. Could you speak to them?
Sure.
A caution is recorded in the police system, and they can bring it up if you ever get in trouble again. Or if you need a police check when applying for some jobs. But I'm going to take the caution. This is as close as I want to get to a magistrate.
In order to receive the caution, you will have to admit to committing the offence and agree to be interviewed about it. You don't need to discuss anything else.
Could you press record for me, please?
Recording.
I'm about to perform an electronically recorded interview with young person Cody Skinner. Before we begin, Cody, I want to tell you that you do not have to say or do anything if you don't want to. Do you understand that?
Yep.
And anything you say or do will be recorded and can be used in court. Do you understand that?
Yep. The police will record what you say in the interview, and they can use the recording against you later in court.
And you agree that when I searched you, I found a small amount of cannabis?
Yeah. It can be stressful to be interviewed by the police, and you might find yourself saying things that don't sound the way you meant them to.
I'd rather not say.
Remember, you have the right to silence. And you should only ever do an interview if you're being offered a caution or a youth justice conference under the Young Offenders Act. And only after speaking with a lawyer on the Legal Aid Youth Hotline. Once you've made those admissions and been processed by the police, you'll be free to go. But you will need to come back at a future date to the police station to receive the formal part of your caution. And if you don't do that, you may go to court anyway.
Come on, let's go phone call Legal Aid. Let's go.
It's Legal Aid. Yeah.
Okay, Sean.
Police are telling me you're currently on bail for another matter,
So the police have decided to charge you.
with possession of a prohibited substance.
You will have to go to court for those matters.
What?
But they've decided not to charge you with resisting arrest
Or
or...
assaulting police.
Last time my lawyer got me a caution.
According to their records,
You've already received a formal caution on 3 occasions.
remember, cautions are limited. Under the Young Offenders Act, you can only be cautioned on 3 occasions.
Can you at least get me out of here?
No.
Because you breached your bail, the police are not going to give you bail again.
You'll be held in custody until you can be taken to court in the morning.
What am I meant to do then?
Well, when you get to court, there'll be a free legal aid lawyer there to advise you. But until then, I would advise you not to talk to anyone, okay?
Police will want to interview you, but you don't have to do an interview. In fact, you don't even have to go into the interview room to tape your refusal. If the police charge you, you will have to go to court. However, the police might give you bail and a court attendance notice, which means you'll be free to go home, but you will have to go to court on the date that's written in the notice. If the police don't give you bail, you'll be locked up overnight and taken to court the next day. This is what happened to Sean.
Morning, Ms Jones. What are we here for today?
Yes, Your Honour. We have a young...
At court, a legal aid lawyer will advise Sean about his options. But he has to decide for himself if he wants to plead guilty or not guilty. It's also Sean's decision if he wants to apply for bail.
What's your attitude to the application for bail, Mr Prosecutor?
We're asking for bail to be refused due to his criminal record.
Could I have a copy of that criminal record and of the fact sheets, please?
The police prosecutor presents the fact sheet and the criminal record to the magistrate. The magistrate will listen to the prosecutor and then to Sean's lawyer and decide if Sean should be released on bail.